when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Dear citizens of Israel, in the 12 days of Operation Rising Lion, we achieved a historic victory, and this victory will last for generations. We overcame two immediate existential threats, the threat of nuclear bombs and the threat of 20,000 ballistic missiles. If we had not acted now, the state of Israel would be standing close to the threat of destruction. But this did not happen, because at the critical moment, we rose up like lions. We roared like a lion, and our roar shook Tehran and echoed throughout the world. In our sources, it is said, "With stratagems, you shall wage war." The surprising opening strike of Operation Rising Lion will be recorded in the annals of Israel's wars, and it will be studied by all the armies of the world. In one blow, we defeated Iran's senior command, including 3 chiefs and many other senior officials. At the same time, we also defeated Iran's leading nuclear scientists. They were the ones who held on to knowledge. They were the ones who led the nuclear program. They who sought to bring destruction and death upon us. We destroyed the central enrichment plant in Natanyahu'S, the uranium mine in Isfahan, and the heavy water plant in Iraq. Our friend, President Trump, unambiguously joined our side. Under his leadership, the U.S. military destroyed the enrichment plant in the depths of the ground in Fordo. We attacked dozens of facilities of the Iranian nuclear program, including laboratories and centrifuge production facilities. You certainly remember, 7 years ago, how in a deliberate operation of the Mossad, we brought Iran's secret nuclear archive to Israel. We then exposed Iran's nuclear program aimed at the destruction of the State of Israel, to President Trump, to the entire world, and to you, citizens of Israel. Today, during this operation, we completed the mission and destroyed the entire archive. This archive contained Iran's knowledge of nuclear bombs. We did this as well. For decades, I promised you that Iran would not have nuclear weapons. Indeed, in all of our brave operations, we brought to light Iran's nuclear program. And if anyone in Iran tries to implement this project, we will act with the same determination, with the same strength, to prevent such an attempt. I will now say, Iran will not have nuclear weapons. With the same strength, with the same determination, we destroyed Iran's missile production industry. We destroyed dozens of missile production facilities. We hit the missiles hard. In many cases, we destroyed them minutes before they sent the missiles of death to Israel. Iran's malicious intent to threaten Israel's existence for years. With ballistic missiles, this threat was also made. And in relation to the Iranian regime, we launched heavy strikes on the evil regime. They lost many more elected officials. We destroyed the headquarters. We attacked the bases of the Revolutionary Guards. We attacked the bases of the Basij. We harmed the symbols of government. And today, just a few hours ago, 1 hour before the ceasefire, we launched the hardest strike since the start of the war on the Ayatollah regime. We lost hundreds of police officers in the most intense attack that Tehran has seen in the past 50 years. Citizens of Israel, I thank you, my friend President Trump and the United States, for their part in defending Israel and in preventing Iran's nuclear threat. The United States' participation in the campaign, not only on the defensive side, but also on the offensive side, is a historic event. This has never happened before. It is a product of the political effort that I led, together with Minister Dermer, in front of President Trump and his team. And I must tell you, I have never had a great friend like President Trump in the White House, and I thank him very much for our shared work. There are huge messages for this, for the national security of Israel, for the security of each and every one of you, your children and grandchildren, and for the entire Middle East. Citizens of Israel, on October 7th, we were in the middle of a storm. We suffered the worst disaster in the history of the state. But thanks to the joint efforts of the government, the security forces, and you, the people, we knew how to recover and return to the rest of the war. Over 20 months, we ruled in the name of Iran, and we learned from it an unprecedented price, a price that is not imaginable that it will pay. But despite our remarkable achievements, we will not yield to the waves of euphoria. We are not worthy. We are not arrogant, quite the opposite. We have no intention of taking our foot off the gas pedal. We must complete the campaign against the Iranian army, to liberate Hamas, and to liberate all of our captives, the living and the missing as one. And to the missing families, I say, we will not stop for a moment. Even for a moment, including during the war, the efforts to bring back all of our captives home, again, the living and the missing as one. We will not yield to this holy mission until it is completed. And to the missing families, I say you, our heroes, will not fall to the ground. Because their heroism and bravery is what will allow us to break the Iranian wall. Without the great achievements in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, and against terrorism in Judea and Samaria, we would not have been able to reach Tehran. With the breaking of the Iranian wall, we will open a wall of peace and prosperity for the people of the region, and I tell you, also beyond the people of the region. We have already been working on this for a month, and the time will come to reveal our actions. We will immediately take action against anyone who is harmed, and we will bring the Israeli economy to new heights. This is already happening. Citizens of Israel, we have paid a high price for this operation. We are all embracing the missing families, and we are all giving full support to all the injured, both physically and mentally, as well as to all the injured in this campaign since October 7th. Recently, I visited several cities that have suffered a great loss from the Iranian missiles. Many houses were destroyed, and as we promised the residents, we will rebuild them. Citizens of Israel, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Chief of Staff, Eyal Zamir, commanders and soldiers of the IDF, Chief of Mossad, David Barnea, officers of the Mossad, Commander of the Air Force, Tomer Bara, our brave pilots, what a wonderful job they have done. And to the officers of the IDF, to the head of the Navy, Rear Admiral Shlomi Binder, and to the intelligence, they have shown incredible creativity in identifying the enemy's hideouts. To the head of the National Security Council, Sachi Hanegbi, for leading the campaign, to the Military Secretary, Major General Roman Goffman, to the Home Front Command, to the Israeli police, to the medical and military personnel who have saved many lives. And of course, I would like to thank the Defense Minister, Israel Katz, and all the ministers and ministers of the government. They all stood behind the historic decision, and they all acted in their respective fields. All of them, without exception, rose to the height of the hour. But above all, I would like to thank you, citizens of Israel. This is a moment of national pride, a moment of unity, a moment in which every citizen of Israel can rise and say, together, we made the unbreakable. Together, we made the unbreakable. With a lion's strength, the people of Israel rise, the Jewish people live, and with the help of God, the people of the future will ensure the future of Israel.